Hey, Chris Bayless here from the Sponsorship Collective. Today's video is actually a short training that I did inside our private Facebook group. Check the comments below for a link to the Facebook group where we have free training every week, tons of templates, and a real community of fellow sponsorship seekers. And of course, if you want us to keep making free videos and free content like this available, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get updates every time we release a new video. Check it out. If you can see me and you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. You can hit the like button. We're going to talk high value sponsorship assets. Now, if you would like, I'm going to skip to the end, but you still have to hang out with me for the next 9.5 minutes. If you would like this list of assets by value, low value, high value, premium assets, not to be mistaken for gold, silver, bronze. If you'd like this list, I've created a really simple PDF so you can immediately identify the low value, high value, and premium assets. Drop a comment, high value assets below, and give me a thumbs up. So if at any point you decide, I would very much like this list of high value assets that Chris is talking about, you just have to say high value assets in the comments. And I've said this before, but thumbs up, likes, very important to my fragile ego. So please give me a thumbs up and let me know you're watching. If you happen to be watching this on YouTube, don't drop a comment, high value assets underneath the video. Instead, come hang out with us in the Facebook group. I'll leave a link for that below in the comments, and you can hang out with us. We go live all the time. There's a lot of great people in this program, in this Facebook group, and you're missing out. All right, high value assets. Just make sure I've got the right screen up. There we go. Let's talk high value assets. Here's the reality that exists for us as sponsorship seekers. We really like to hang out way down here in this thing that we call awareness, which secretly we all know means nothing. Awareness of what? That a company has a logo? No one cares. So we like to hang out down here in this place called awareness, where logo placement is worth pennies. But sponsors want us to hang out up here in this world where we get them sales, where there are many, many monies. This is how the value goes, but this is also how the difficulty goes. It's really hard to make sales for a company. In fact, we probably shouldn't really hold ourselves accountable for that. After awareness, up the next step comes a conversion experience. They become aware, right? Maybe they see the logo. And so that you see the Jeep logo and you walk out the door and buy a Jeep, right? Of course not. You take an action. And that action is usually lead gen. This is where the magic starts to happen for sponsorship. And then right before lead gen leads to a sale, there's a conversion event. So if we're going to use the Jeep example, they're going to go on a test drive. If we're using the example of an online marketing, then they're going to give up their email. That's lead gen. Then they're going to book a call. And so this lead gen to conversion space is exactly where we want to hang out in the sponsorship world. If you can guarantee sales, you should charge a major, major premium. Most people can't do that. We're marketers. We're not selling. We're marketing. It's up to the company to be really good at sales, not up to you. Logo placement, which converts people to leads, high value. Logo placement, which makes people aware, low value. So if you want a copy of this list of low, high, and premium value assets, just drop high value assets as a comment down below. So when we're thinking about low value, high value, and premium assets, we want to get as close to this end of the spectrum as possible. Something else about this structure that we need to remember is that competition works this way. In other words, the farther we go to this side, the more competition there is. So if your idea of sponsorship is, I'm going to put a logo on a sign, you are in the highest competition, because a sponsor, a brand, there are no such thing as sponsors. There are brands who use sponsorship to make sales. So a brand can put a logo on social media and boost it for fractions of a penny per view. They could take out a billboard ad or an ad in a magazine for pennies per view and do far more than just put a logo there. They can actually tell a story. The magic of sponsorship comes in these conversion events. You place a logo in order to get someone to do something. Once they do something, you move them along the conversion pathway so that it leads to a sale. The closer you get to the sales outcome, the more you can charge for your sponsorship opportunities. Now, often people mistake what I'm saying here as, I'll make it really simple, logo bad, sales good. But I don't feel that way. And neither do your sponsors. Neither should you. Logo only, well, that's bad. This is the perfect blend. This is what you're aiming for. This is where your awareness assets are. These are your logos. So if all we do is awareness, we're not really doing sponsorship. We're barely doing advertising. If over here, we're focused on lead gen and all we do is lead gen, we're really not doing advertising, we're really not doing sponsorship either, right? We're doing lead acquisition. The magic comes when you take the work you're doing on the awareness raising and the work you're doing on converting people. Where it overlaps is where you get your sponsorship revenue. This is where the money is in sponsorship. This is where we want to hang out. Do we want to put logos on stuff? Yeah, absolutely. If logos are the only thing we do, then we are making maybe 7% of the total sponsorship opportunities out there. It's not great. You don't want to be in the awareness zone. If all we're doing is just generating leads, then what you're doing is taking your audience and just giving it to somebody else. And so where we want to be focused instead is cool activations that add some logos and awareness and get people to take an action and give up their email addresses and get people to go on the test drive and get people into the pipeline of the prospect. When you do that stuff, then you're talking decent 5-figure, decent 6-figure, and 7-figure sponsorship. Every sponsorship deal that I've worked on at the high 5, 6, and 7-figure had lots of logo placement and lots of lead gen and lots of conversion activities. It lived in this area. All of the worst sponsorship and unhappiest sponsors that I've heard of always complain that all they did was slap my logo on a sign, called it sponsorship, and we saw no ROI. That's because you're missing where the real money is. It's where these two things cross over. So when we talk about low value assets, surprise to no one, awareness assets, branded clothing, including on a press release, logo on website, giving out marketing info, signage, a social media post, and a sponsor mention. Hey, thanks to sponsor X. Low value assets. Should you do it? Yes, you should do it. Should this be all you do? Heck no. High value assets, broadcast rights, content on website, media partners, sampling rights, speaking opportunities, high value assets. You want to know what the premium assets are? All you have to do is type the word high value asset, the words high value assets down below. And a member of my team will reach out, send you this fancy schmancy document, and you will be the proud owner of our list of low, high, and premium assets. Make sure you give me a thumbs up so I know you want me to keep making these videos. And if you would like a copy of what I'm talking about today, high value assets, and someone on my team will send it on over. All right. Good luck out there.